Hi guys, Ms. Perkins here. Today we're going to be talking about social living. We're going to be doing the social living, the goods and services review day, and we're going to start off with doing this worksheet. So this worksheet is going to be kind of like a little review, kind of like a little pre-review because we're going to be doing a review after this as well. So my virtual friend's going to get this sheet out. My friends are in class. The sub is going to go ahead and pass this out for you. So now, go ahead and look at this. Please make sure you write your name on this paper, please. Alright, so the first thing is they give you a word bank. There's 3 words: benefits, opportunity cost, and working. We have to put these words in the sentence to complete each sentence. So number 1 says, what you give up is called and what? Is it a benefit, opportunity cost, or working? What is it that you give up? What is that called? Right, it's called an opportunity cost. So go ahead and write opportunity cost. Let me help you. I gotta write a little smaller. Miss Perkins gotta have a little finger space. Alright, good. So now I can cross that one out because I've used that one. So now number 2. Good things that happen are called, is it benefits or working? Right, benefits. Oops. Again, guys, sorry. My kind of messy handwriting. So now I can cross that one out. So now money is earned by working. Yep, last one. The last option that we had. Alright, so now, this next one, there we have 4 words. Goods, producer, consumer, service. We have to put these 4 words into ABC order. That means the first one where the first letter, whenever the first letter of each of these. So goods has a G, producer has a P, consumer has a C, services has a S. So you have to put these in ABC order. So whichever one comes, not first, but comes closer to the beginning in the alphabet, that one's going to go closer up. So I want you to go ahead and I want you to pause the video and I want you to put these in ABC order, what you think is in ABC order. And we're going to talk about it after. And press play whenever you're finished. Alright, so now, looking at this, we have goods, producer, consumers, services. What I like to do whenever I'm putting things in ABC order, I say the ABCs in my head whenever I say a letter that I'm looking for, which I'm looking for G, P, C, or S. Whenever I say one of those letters, I stop and I know I can write that one. So now let's say the alphabet together. So A, B, C, C, consumers, so I can write consumers first. So consumer. Remember, consumer is someone that actually buys something. Alright, so now we did consumer. Alright, so I can keep on going. So C, D, E, F, G, we said G for goods, so let's write goods. I can cross that one out. So A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P. P for producers. I can write producers. And a producer is someone that actually makes or grows the good. And the last one has to be service. Remember, service is like the work or the duty that someone does for another person. Now let's look at the last sentence, or the last thing. This sentence is incorrect. They give you a line down below. I want you to go ahead and correct this sentence and rewrite it on the line below to make it correct. So go ahead and do that now. Pause the video whenever you're done. Go ahead and press play. You're going to check it. Alright, so the sentence should have been consumers. Oopsies. are people who pay for goods and services. And guys, excuse my handwriting. So consumers are people who pay for goods and services. Period. All right, so now you can go ahead and fix that, and you can go ahead and put that in your stop folder. And we're going to do a review. So let's review for our test tomorrow. So now I'm going to ask you a question, and you're going to either, if it's going to be like true or false, you can give me a thumbs up or down. Some of them you might have to pause to be able to discuss them. We're going to start with true or false. True or false? So people in every community wear the same clothes. Is that true or false? Thumbs up or down? True or false? People in every community wear the same clothes. True or false? That is false, right? People in every community do not wear the same clothes. Right. So people in every community have needs and wants. True or false? People in every community have needs and wants. True or false? Yes or no? Thumbs up or down? Right. That is true. People in every community has needs and wants. Good. So next one. So let's talk about, what is a work or a duty that someone does for another person? What is a work or duty that someone does for another person? I want you to go ahead and pause the video, and I want you to talk about what is a work or duty that someone does for another person. So the sub is going to call on someone to answer this one, and then I'll tell you the answer after. And my virtual students, you just talk to someone that's near you. You can pause the video now. Right, so a service is work or duty that someone does for another person. So good. So like a person working on a car, that is a service. And like a apple or a toy or a computer, all of those are goods. So people who pay for goods or services are called what? So I want you to go ahead and pause the video, and I want you to talk about what it could be. What is the answer to this question? People who pay for goods or services are called what? Consumers or producers? Pause the video now and go ahead and press play when you have talked about it. All right, so people who pay for goods or services are called consumers. Good. So now the next one. Who are producers? So who are producers? So what is that? Remember, pause the video and discuss it, and then go ahead and press play once you've discussed it. So who are producers, or what do producers do? Right, producers are the ones that make or grow the goods. Good. So now next one. Another discussion one. What is an example of a good? So you go ahead and pause the video and talk about what is an example of a good. Whenever you're done, press play, and then we could talk. I'm going to give you a few examples. So an example of a good is like an apple, a car, a house, food, clothes. All of those are examples of goods. So now let's talk about what are examples of a service. What is an example of a service? Again, go ahead and pause the video to discuss. What is an example of a service? Right, so some examples of a service is like a teacher teaching, right? Or like a mechanic, someone that works on cars. Or we said like the mailman or the trash collector. Okay, all of those are examples of a service. All right. So now the next thing. What are the things that we need to live? So what are all the things that people need to live? Next, again, this is discussion. So go ahead and pause the video and talk about what are the things that people need to live. So you can go ahead and pause the video now and talk about those things that people need to live. Good. So we know that people need food, water, and air to live. Good. So the next one, we're going to be talking about what is an example of a need and a want. So go ahead and discuss what is an example of a need and what is an example of a want. So you can go ahead and do both of those now. Good. So an example of a need, that's something that you have to survive. So that's like food, water, and air. Those are the three things that we just talked about. Those are things that we need. An example of a want is something that you don't necessarily have to have, but you just want it. Okay, that's like toys. Okay, those are things that you want, but you don't have to have those things. Okay, you don't have to have those toys to be able to survive. Okay, so that was a review for our test tomorrow. So again, we have a test tomorrow. We're going to be taking our test before our math lesson tomorrow. So make sure that you are ready for that whenever you come in. Make sure that you look at your magazine. Make sure you look at the papers that we have been doing to where you will be prepared for your test. Alright guys, that's it for this video.